Welcome to day 13 of the Radical Self Challenge. Today we're talking about breaking through resistance. And if you have not had resistance yet towards doing this, I'd love to hear your secrets. Usually we start out really strong. If you've been watching all the way through, I talked a little bit about beta brain state is when we're learning, we're engaged, awake and aware. Once we kind of learn something new, we can stay engaged while we're learning something new if it's not too challenging. Sometimes we'll disassociate for that too. But learning something new, we're pretty on board. It's like, yep, I can do this. My willpower is present because I'm present. Consciousness is present. And then as it becomes a little bit just about to break into being a bit of a habit, or should become in a bit of a habit, is when we begin to develop resistance because we've shifted from conscious thinking into body thinking. The body is going, we don't do this. This isn't, ugh. That's for those weirdos. That's for those people. We can't change too much because everything might change. Or that, oh, nothing's changing. It's actually getting worse or, staying the same. What's the point? I just want to go and sabotage myself in all the ways that I love to sabotage myself. And then after I do that, I'll just disregard it and say that was stupid anyways. Who does that sound like? Me. That's what I look like when I'm self-sabotaging and facing resistance. I start to devalue what it is that I'm doing. I start to pick apart the thing that it is that I'm doing, and my ego creates a whole storyline around how it's dumb or whatever, and I don't need to do it. So that's my way of kind of almost talking, like, well, 100% talking myself out of it, but not feeling like I'm talking myself out of it. Like just being like, yeah, not for you. Anyways, if you're still here after all that, today we're looking at how resistance comes through. So close your eyes and settle in. We're going right into the discomfort of change. If you're someone who has been a bit of an addict to chaos or busyness, this very well could be the hardest part of your meditation is just coming into meditation. Getting out of your ruminating thoughts and into this experience here. There's a lot of validity placed on future experiences that happens in our culture and society. And there's a lot of validity on staying in the past that we relate to with people in our society. And so just acknowledging that that may be present here. And that there isn't really a lot taught about being here, this moment, this space. Go into the part of yourself that has changed since starting. What are you noticing different about yourself? And what's starting to sound the same? What are you starting to feel? What are you starting to hear as these changes are happening? Or maybe not happening fast enough? What are you starting to experience? What have you seen yourself do, maybe even potentially talked yourself out of so far as you begin changing? And if you haven't experienced resistance yet, and if you have, I want you to imagine or remember what it was that you would do when you experience resistance, how the resistance shows up, and how you could choose differently. In what ways will resistance show up for you as you go on to try to achieve your goals, what you consciously commit to, what you consciously know you need? When you come out, we'll journal on facing resistance. What happens when you face resistance to your new beliefs? How do you respond? And what strategies, what can you do differently to help you to overcome that old belief and embody your new mindset? This is a tricky one, so be honest with yourself, like really, really, really honest with yourself, and be really firm with yourself too. If it's something that you really want, you're the only one who can do it, and you're the only one who can change it. And I want you to remember that that choice is with you at all times. I hope you have the absolute best day or best sleep, depending on when you're listening to this, and I will see you tomorrow.